welcome if you are new. I want to pop in real quick and chat just a little bit. I kind of had a revelation about some things, and February is almost over, but it is only February. Like, wow, lots of things have taken place, lots of knowledge has been bestowed upon me, and I just wanted to check in and kind of discuss the things that I've been learning that 2023 has already brought to me, and hopefully it helps you out. Comment, like, subscribe, and please share, because, you know, sharing is caring. And number one, it's okay to change your mind. So oftentimes when things take place, we have our mind and our heart set on a specific goal, and while that goal may have been perfectly planned out and you have every right to expect it to come to fruition, sometimes it just doesn't work out like that, and it is okay. God has different and better plans for you, and we have a tendency to allow our pride to say, well, you know, I already said, especially if you posted it on social media, like, I already said I was gonna do this, and so then you just don't want to change your mind. And it's like, you have one life, you could be a bajillion things in it. Like, please do not stick to something just because old you said this is what we're doing. Future you, new you, present you doesn't want to do that. You're okay to no longer agree with that decision, and you are okay to shift routes. Let the emotion and honestly the grief of no longer achieving said goal move through you. Feel it and become the you that you want to be. Simple. Number two, God blesses and God blocks. So this one is pretty wild because we just have to be honest. None of us knows what we're doing. You can have all of the guidance in the world, but at the end of the day, with you being such a unique individual, everything that's worked for someone else may not work for you. And so a lot of times you have to experience it for yourself. And so while something kind of moving back toward what it is that you thought was for you, while it may have really seemed like it was for you, and it was for you at that time, because here's the thing, life is a journey. And a journey takes a path, and each path has different routes. You may get a intersection here, you may get a U-turn there, whatever the case. If you were supposed to go on a route just to reach 1/18th of what that goal was meant to teach you, or that route was meant to teach you, so be it. You don't know until you know. And so when God blesses you with certain things, or where you feel like, oh my gosh, this is for me, and then it turns out that it's not, just appreciate the fact that you experienced it and keep going. Because no matter what, you're on your way. So be thankful. Be thankful for the good and the bad, for the have and the have not. Just be thankful. God is with you. Number three. This one's hard for me, but it's very, very, very important. Okay. Everyone is not going to understand you. And I'm not done. You may not understand you. I can't tell you how often I get the question, Anissa, what are you doing? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, we all know I'm getting my master's right now, and someone goes, what do you plan to do with that? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't plan anymore. like, I live my life every day knowing that God is with me, knowing that, and I use God because that is what I choose to call him. I, on another video, may speak to you about my spiritual beliefs, but God, universe, he, her, them, they, that's your higher power, your higher self, whomever it is that you believe is your guiding force in this life, is who I am mentioning as God. That is just my decision to call them God. But so everyone is not going to understand you, and you may not understand yourself. And I say that because with me being so present-minded and so present moving, I honestly just let life go as it is. God is, you are so much bigger than this entire world. We all are. And your higher power, God, is ever present. And what I mean by that is he's a feeling and then a knowing, not the other way around. So sometimes you can't answer someone, what are you doing? Sometimes you can't say for sure what's coming next. And it would be frustrating to constantly try to set these specific moments for the simple fact that, let's be honest, it may not happen. And so then you're embarrassed because it didn't happen. And now you feel like, oh my gosh, I never know what I'm doing. And it's just like, no one knows. Not even me. And I don't care to, because I just care that I'm here, that I'm doing the things that I enjoy, and that the things that I enjoy are with me, and that the next thing that comes for me is also going to be something that I enjoy. So what am I doing with my life? What is coming next for me? I don't know, but I trust God. I trust the faith that I have, and I also trust that it is for me. So I can't answer that, and that's okay. Oh, and to add to that, when you do try to answer, because you will, because you do want to know, and maybe you haven't seen this video yet, please know that to someone that may have taken the straight and narrow, path to where things just make sense, what you do may seem batshit insane. And so once again, you'll feel embarrassed. You'll feel, very, very insecure. Please don't. Honestly, everything is well. Like, it is. It really is. If you're here today breathing, there's something for you. So you don't need to know exactly what it is. You just need to know that the guiding force for you is joy. Move toward it. Number 4. I've had a pretty crazy family life. So number 4 for me is that family are people. For real. Like, family are people. They are just people that God bestowed upon you via blood. And so I say that more so trying to express to you, they have their own life. Everything is peachy when we're young, and it just really seems like the world is supposed to revolve around you and your connection with this person and building that and just being together all of the time. And don't get me wrong, I would absolutely love that. But they're people just like friends. And sometimes, only sometimes, you find a friend in your family. But they're not all going to be your friend. And you're not all going to always be around each other all of the time. You're not all going to be the same. You're not all going to be this one lump sum of humans that just tackle the world together. Like, give them grace. They do the best that they can. And when you guys come together, just love on one another. Because I will say, once again, like I said, you're not always going to find a friend in your family, but love, unconditional love, that just, you are you, and I'm so happy to see you, love, is there. So please, please, please do not, speaking to myself, do not hold them at this high, on this high pedestal, as if they are just these special people that are supposed to know and have everything right. Like, they don't. Your parents don't know everything. Your grandparents don't know everything. Your aunts and uncles don't know everything. They're just people. They're just people. Your cousins, they're people. Oh. Number 5. Move your body. Move your body. I have this tendency to, I love a good movie. And when I sit, I love to be crisscrossed and to just like, you know, pull my legs up, do, you know, just be all cozy. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Except for when I get up and my knees and my joints and my muscles are just like, oh God. So any form of movement is great. Please choose to go outside for a walk, go to a treadmill if you prefer, go to do yoga right there, literally get off of your couch, just do a nice little yoga set. Anything, bike ride, anything. But moving your body is quite literally the most important thing. You just have to be intentional. It seems like, you know, you just don't really want to do it. And I get that. I really do, because I feel that too. But my body carries me every day, whether I work her or not. I want to be intentional and love on her and give her movement, because a well-oiled machine is success. So, to oil my body and my machine, I will move. I will move. 6. Number 6. I am my own and my only responsibility. I have to let that one marinate, because I have a habit, I have the heart to want to fix and help people. There's nothing wrong with that. That is a beautiful, beautiful attribute. I am very proud of myself for that. However, it can become overwhelming, and honestly, it's just not my role to take on other people's, you know, problems and try to fix it for them. Now, when I hear people's, I'm not the person that's like, I'm hearing someone's issue and then I'm just blurting out a solution. Simply because if you don't ask for my opinion, please believe you are not gonna get it. Just not. My baby is growing really well, and I guess he just wants to be in the video. I mean, he's in the video, but he keeps trying to hold my hand. So yeah, it's just, here's the downfall of that. When you step into other people's like issues, you know, and try to give them help, they're not you, and you can't control them, and so they're gonna go rogue every time. And so now you have to sweep up that BS, and it's just like, you know what, you're causing drama and stress and chaos, and I don't want it because it's not mine. So I have to recognize and understand that the only person, because I ain't got any kids, the only person that I am responsible for to, you know, build a life of joy, to choose what success, the pathway to success looks like for me, my relationship with God, the people in my life, like all of these things are the only thing that I need to concern myself with. My health, like if I could just get all of us to go outside and walk for 30 minutes a day, you know, seeing the people who are struggling in my life, like I would, but I can't. Everyone's journey is individualized, and with that, their journey requires commitment. Your journey requires commitment. And that full commitment to self, i.e. my full commitment to myself, their full commitment to themselves, is the actual thing that is going to propel them forward. Not me dragging them along. Can I provide knowledge and, you know, aid where requested? Absolutely. But to take on their responsibility, or rather to take on their problems, to take on their how-tos, and to really just insert myself, it's taken away from me. And that's a no-go. So, yeah. I'm my only responsibility. Number 7. Okay. Listen to me. Number 7 is very important. All of these are super important, but this one knocks it out of the park. Okay? Just do it. Just do it and be happy. Don't think about it. Just do it. Whatever it is for you, just do it. If you can think it, you can be it, you can do it. Whether you think you can, or whether you think you can't, you're right. But why not think you can? Either way, I say this because there are a lot of things that I want to do. A lot of things. And out of the fear for how to make it happen, or just the overthinking, I don't. And it kind of, it's frustrating because then I feel like I miss out on a lot of joy. If it will make me happy, I really don't see why I shouldn't do it. But I know what it is. I know that life today, or whatever, I mean, I only know today's life. We live in this progressive world, or probably capitalist is the better word, where financial gain equals success. And so we're all on the road to success, but success is subjective, because for me, I seek happiness. I seek freedom of time. I seek, you know, being able to just really give life to the world, because I think that we are all in a energy of survival, and I don't want to live that life. I just don't. And so I will say a lot of things I haven't done because, you know, the conception of, oh, this is going to be fun is kind of like, there's a unconscious or subconscious thought of like joy and happiness or fun, quote unquote, is earned, you know what I'm saying? Which we all grew up on. You know, you got recess taken away if you weren't doing right, or if you didn't do something that, you know, was in line with curriculum. So all of that logical, like, stair step type of life, those are the things that you have to do in order to be happy. But I just want to be happy. I don't want to have to do this, that, and the third, and then happy. I want to be happy. So, if it makes me happy, if the thought of it has my heart smiling and me smiling, I'm gonna do it. I'm just going to. Because Once again, one life. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but Jamie Foxx, I am lying, it was Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy has this little like snippet where he's like just walking, got all this joy in his walk, and he's like 75. I'm gonna actually link it or post it. 75 is all you get if you're lucky. If you're lucky. 75 winters, 75 summers, 75 birthdays, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm at 27 of those. I'm reaching 28. Like, I'm close. Because 75 is not a lot. Like, if I gave you $75 and was like, here, this is what you got. I don't really know how to make this analogy work. But nonetheless, $75 is nothing. Like, okay, if each year of my life was $1, like, I really would not have a lot, because somehow I would need to spend 10 of that just by breathing air outside. So it's just like, make the most of it. You know? Make the most of it. Once again, success is subjective. So, you know, seek what that looks like for you. But that is my take on success. Like I said, it's only February. I have 7 great lessons, and I can only imagine what the next couple of months, maybe I'll do this, you know, every 2 months, every month, to really just look back and say, you know, take inventory of what I'm learning, because I learn a lot every day, but I want to really just like have this entire book of wisdom, you know, of things that have worked for me. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me on this video, and I hope to see you again. These are, you know, things that I've learned, things that are helping me to continue to move forward. And as I move forward, they will become more precise on what it is that actually is best practice for Anissa. But also, please take with you what seems to be able to work for you. You know what works best for you. So just, yeah, I'm glad that you were able to watch this video. I'm glad that you took the time to listen and check out my channel. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye.
75 years. That's how much time you get if you're lucky. 75 years. 75 winters, 75 springtimes, 75 summers, and 75 autumns. When you look at it like that, it's not a lot of time, is it? Don't waste them. Get your head out of the rat race and forget about the superficial things that preoccupy your existence and get back to what's important now. Right now, this very second. And I'm not saying drop everything and let the world come to a grinding halt. I'm saying that you can become a seeker. You can be loving more. You can be taking some chances. You can be living more. You can be spending more time with your family. You can be getting in touch with the part of you that lives instead of fears, the part of you that loves instead of hates.